Support for Let's Talk Battle Rap podcast is brought to you by Manscaped, who's the best in below-the-waist grooming. Manscaped offers precision engineering tools for your family jewels. Manscaped has been the best in the U.S. in premium men's grooming care, and now Manscaped has just launched in the U.K. That's right, cheerio! Now, you guys have gone years without using the right tools for the job, and now you could be one of the first men in England to experience the life-changing products. Now, I remember back in the day, I tried to use one of those old-school traditional clippers on my family jewels. Let's just say the hands got caught up in an entanglement, and they did not come out the way that I wanted them to. It was a little Nestle crunchy down there, all right? Well, that's why Manscaped has re-engineered their electric trimmer. The Manscaped engineering team has perfected the greatest ball hair trimmer ever created and just released the new and improved Lawnmower 3.0 in the UK. Cheers! Cheers for Manscaped. Their third-generation trimmer features the cutting-edge ceramic blade to reduce grooming accidents. When I tell you this is premium, I mean premium. The battery will last up to 90 minutes so you could take a longer shave. The waterproof technology allows you to groom in the shower. One of the coolest features is the LED light, which illuminates grooming areas for a closer and more precise trimming. They've also upgraded to a 7,000 RPM motor with quiet stroke technology. And let's not forget about that charging stand. Show your mower off loud and proud because its intelligently designed stand is a conveniently charging dock powered by USB. If you're listening to me speak right now, I want you to experience it firsthand for yourself. Let's get that bush to tush clean. Get 20% off plus free shipping and handling with code LTBR at manscaped.com. Make your testes your besties. Get 20% off and free shipping and handling with code LTBR at manscaped.com. That's 20% off with free shipping and handling at manscaped.com and use code LTBR. Your balls will thank you. How to get no light. They wouldn't even talk about her, but Jaz is in her bag though, man. I don't know. Whatever they was sipping on, they had her talking greasy in a real Brooklynish way, and she was talking to her, man.
Say this. I feel like I want to agree with some people that were saying that nobody's checking for Myverse because I want to include myself in that. I am checking for Myverse. I want to see what she can do as a battle rapper. Okay. And, you know, she got this hit list and she wants to start battling, you know, people. She's calling out people and that's cool. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't know what her ceiling looks like. I don't know what her expectations are. You know, I only see her once in a while. You know what I'm saying? And I can only go by off what she has done. But again, we talk about Jaz The Rapper, who is one of the legends in battle rap, period, not just for the females. She has helped evolve the culture. She has helped move the needle for females. So that's what I'm saying. Like, yes, we're going to talk about this a little bit later. I wish that Jaz will battle more. I wish that Jaz will finally get this thing with Misfit over and done with. I want to see that. But there's only some of y'all that can say something about her. And one of them people is not Jaz. I mean, not Myverse. Like, she can't because we still trying to figure out who you are as a battle rapper. You might think you know. That's cool. But we don't. We haven't seen it yet.
Yeah.
That's what I'm going to say. Like, and her expectations are high. Like, people do feel like she can be something crazy in this culture besides all the cute girl that be at the battles and everybody like.
Yeah, man. Yo, shout out Loaded Lex. Thank you for that gift. We appreciate the props and all that. Shout out to you. What you're doing with Ledge and everything, man. So salute to our fellow peers in media. Yeah, I mean, but Jaz was out there talking greasy on the West. You know what I'm saying? Something that happens to everybody once they hit the West Coast. All of a sudden, the atmosphere changes. It's a little warmer. And Myverse just happened to say the right things at the right time. And hey, there's a conversation that's brewing now. You know what I'm saying? Like, so she put herself in the midst of that talk. So I got to be able to salute her for that. But Jaz was in her bag on that episode, man.
Jaz is tired of it, but again, we're gonna talk about it. There's a way for Jaz to dead it. If she just come
she gotta kill somebody. She gotta kill somebody, yo. Jaz has got to kill somebody.
No.
All the talking will cease. She'll come back and be like, see, every time I come out, this what happens. This what happens. So I'm good. You know what I'm saying? Like, it ain't do nothing for me. She need to get up in that bag, man. She need to kill something.
Come on, Jaz.
I'm looking forward to seeing Jaz back in the ring for sure. And that wasn't the only spicy quote she left us with from that interview.
It's a spicy meatball.
She also addressed the Misfit battle. Here we go. So, in the midst of her battling Misfit, which was also asked about, Geechee Gotti let her know what's going on with that battle. I don't know if I have a clip here. Let's see if we do. But if we don't, we'll just read the quote.
The women,
but like the females are more emotional, so they'll show it.
All right, we don't have that clip registered with us, but Jaz says, and quote, "I'm one of the last girls she has to go through. No one says I have to go through Misfit. When I say I'm giving Misfit a shot, it isn't like a rookie or a vet. It's because if she battles me, it's a look for her." Wow. Let's throw it to the people out there.
We heard it already.
Not sure about that quote, says CJC 305. Jaz knows her worth, says Lion Legacy. Any girl that battle Jaz is a look. Jaz is the female to battle. That's that scared talk, says Syndicate Group.
Baba Kwan says, yeah, years ago, but not now.
I agree. You don't hear about Misfit unless it's a Jaz battle. I don't know about that battle rap media. I mean, she is on Mio with the gloat. You know what I'm saying? Acknowledge every week, dropping the biggest interviews in battle rap, getting numbers crazy. She came back, put up a mill versus Farrah Funeral. You know what I'm saying? Like, she's been back. She's been in the midst of things. Since she's been back, she has been in your face every day. So I wouldn't say that that's the only time people are talking about Misfit. Jaz the A side, unfortunately, says Juan. She just wanted to jump on a URL card. Fit is going to destroy her, says Ozzy. Yikes.
Yo, savage. Okay.
Jaz on Surf versus Fit on Core.
Maybe that would be the only way that Jaz will battle Fit. God damn you.
That's a wild 2-on-2, man. 2-on-2 look crazy.
I'm tired.
Oh, no. Fit couldn't destroy Official, says CJC. They're all top tier, man. You know, they are all top tier. Surf wouldn't do that. Okay, so what other battle do you see for Misfit then? Fit and Core got that battle.
Y'all make me sick.
Let's throw it to the panel, man. Vlad, CC, do you agree with Jaz's quote when she says, me battling Misfit is a look for her?
I don't give a damn.
Nah, man. Listen, Misfit is top tier. She's had her moments. She's had her highlights. Her career has been good. It hasn't been an up and down rocky situation. You know, she's in the media all the time. She's getting her numbers up. She's got her own caffeine show also. You know, if I didn't mention that earlier. So it's like, listen, you're not battling someone who's not doing anything. You're not battling someone who's just sitting at home, not being seen. This will get the promo that you also need. It'll get top tier promotion. You know that already. And you know that Misfit is skilled and talented. And on top of that, she's a top tier with her own moments and all that. So I don't think like, oh my God, this is giving her the look. Like, who is going to know about Misfit from this battle that didn't already know Misfit? You see what I'm saying? It's not like one of these other girls who maybe people don't pay attention to or the casual consumer don't see all the time. Like, Misfit is up there. If you know Jaz, you probably know Misfit. So I disagree saying that it's a look for Fit.
And I don't care. Like, it's too much talking and not enough signing contracts and writing bars for each other at this point. I don't give a damn how anybody feel about each other if y'all not saying it in no battle, if y'all not saying it in no round, y'all not saying it in no face-off because y'all about to battle. I don't give a damn about none of this. This is extra talk that I don't need. I need y'all to talk and get Smack and Beasley on the phone and get this set up. Until then, I'm tired of it. Like, I don't give a damn how either one of them feel about each other unless they saying it to each other's faces at this point. I'm done with it.
Period.
Would it be a look for Misfit, though?
I don't agree with it, but of course Jaz is going to say that. Mm-hmm. But again, show me why. Don't just tell us why. Show us why. If you come out here and you smoke fit, I won't say shit else to you in life, man. Oh, God. If you come out here and smoke Misfit, you don't have to battle no more. You can stay on that pedestal and look down on them bitches and be like, I don't need y'all. Y'all is peasants. I don't need to battle you. And do all that. I won't bother you no more about it, Jaz. I won't.
What other battles are more important for Jaz than Misfit? Says Shawnee G.
It's a good question.
It's a very good question.
That's why it's strange. I mean, look, I agree. Like, Jaz will forever be the A side in battle rap as far as the women. Like, that's no one's denying that. But if Jaz battles anybody that's not Misfit, people are going to criticize that. You know, they're going to be happy to see her back, but they're going to be like, this isn't what we wanted.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. They're both in the same tier. So it's not a look for Misfit. It's just a battle that makes a whole lot of sense. You know what I'm saying?
Well, Jaz is saying that because Jaz is like, you know, she look at herself like she on Mount Rushmore with the guys and everything. And, you know, there's a lot of people. She got her own fan base that solidify that feeling for her. She got a lot of people that I see people that say that. You know what I'm saying? If you're going to do a Mount Rushmore battle rap, you got to have at least a female. And 9 times out of 10, I see people say Jaz. That, okay, you feel like you've earned that, you earned that. But, like, if you're not going to battle nobody, I would rather you just not to even speak on it at this point.
Man, I saw my man Battle Rap Media saying that, you know, you got Viixen, Yoshi, and Farrah that could all be good battles. While I do agree, yeah, Viixen and Yoshi are great battles for her. Jaz is saying that, you know, if I need battles that are either going to do something for me or a stupendous payday, you know what I'm saying, that's going to make it worth it for me. So at that point, all of those people, yeah, they're great battles. You know, it shows, hey, I still got it. These younger artists can't mess with me, this, that, and the third. But she's saying, yo, if it's not going to do anything for me, which honestly, who will at this point? Unless it's some super duper top tier dude or something like that. Or you got to pay her that paper. You know what I mean? So I'm not mad at her for sitting back and saying, this is what I want to get. Because when Loaded Lux said, I want 40, shorty, he didn't budge until he got that 40. So if she's comfortable living life, doing what she wants to do, and she's like, this is my number, I'm standing firm on it. And when I get this number, all the ladies can now start saying, hey, I want that. I want this because look at my stats. Look what I did. So I'm not mad at her for that. But battle-wise, who is left out there for, you know what I'm saying? But Vlad, this is the biggest one.
I want to push back on that because I remember a few months back when CC said the fans are getting impatient to the point where now they're like turning on her. Like,
right.
If you did a poll a year ago of Jaz and Misfit, Jaz probably like dominates the poll.
Hey,
you do it 6 months ago, it's probably like 50-50. Now if you do it right now to this day, Misfit could possibly lead that poll off the sheer strength of fans being impatient that they want the battle. And I put it in terms of sweets because Cece loves some sweets, right? If I tell Cece I'm bringing her some cheesecake and she's already craving some cheesecake, but I put up with some cookies, she's like, well, I like cookies too, but I want that goddamn cheesecake.
You had me ready for cheesecake. I was ready for cheesecake. I even had, you know, the cold, ice cold milk on the side, ready for the cheesecake. Don't do that. Don't do that.
But listen, but if she needs a certain amount of number to make that cheesecake for y'all, if y'all want Jaz's cheesecake, y'all gonna have to pay that bread. Plain and simple.
I do agree with that. I feel like, you know, the fellas I do agree with that narrative. Well, I do agree with that.
Lux sat back and said, I want 40, shorty.
Yeah, but Lux,
Arsenal,
but even though Vlad, but even though Lux sat back said, I want 40, shorty, he still got Lux next. It's not like he said, I want 40, shorty, and then got 2 other opponents before Lux. Then we would have been throwing stones.
Hold on. Say that one more time. You lost me there.
I'm saying, like, he didn't battle anybody prior to Hollow. Like, he wanted Hollow. He had his demands. He waited firmly for the Hollow battle. He didn't take anything else in between before that offer came up. You know what I mean?
I guess the 2-on-2 is like, hey, there's something special. You know what I mean? It's a summer madness. Me and Official get to do something. I get to keep the fans happy, and that way I still don't have to do a one-on-one. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but that opportunity doesn't come around all the time. That was a special
that's what I'm
case.
saying. But maybe now she's like, look, after what we did, whatever, this is what I need. If y'all want the Jazz solo show, this is what I need because I'm good over here. So it's either going to be they're going to find the bread and they're going to say, what's the excuse now? So if they find the bread, she got to take the battle. She got to take the battle if they find the bread.
We need Debo on this show.
Ooh.
Because that's a question for Debo. Why hasn't these two been contracted and signed on the dotted line yet? After a whole year, these two going back and forth. Even Jazz said on this show, and she has said on other platforms, she wants to battle Fit because she's the only person that has gotten underneath her skin. Now we going from that to, back to what Jazz was doing before. If I do it, it's really not doing nothing for me. Like, what's going on? What's going on? This is a conversation for Debo, whether he does it on this platform.
I actually disagree.
On his, I need to know.
I don't think it's a comment for Debo at all because Jazz has openly said in the past she's not battling on Queen of the Ring, and she hasn't battled on Queen of the Ring in over half a decade at this point. So I don't think.
Doesn't Debo and Smack work together for maybe not Queen of the Ring, but don't Debo and Smack got like a little partnership for the lady? I
think the man for this conversation is Boss Man Beasley. Boss Man Beasley has to cut the check, meet the demands, put it on the right card, and sprinkle all this the right way. It's a difficult match to make happen, especially with two people like this that have a lot of demands. But let's keep it rolling, man. Half a decade is 5 years. Try to make it sound big. Like CJ, I know what I'm doing, man. Take it easy. Don't debunk the nice way of wording things. All right.
Yo, you talk mad proper, son.
Yeah, what the hell, man? Like, if you bread some chicken and be like, it's chicken marinara, it's just fried chicken breaded. Like, goddamn.
I just say,
oh man, you just brought me back to like elementary school right there, man.
Damn, man, can't be great for
one
nothing.
One monkey don't stop the show.
Can't be great for nothing out here. Shit.
Yeah.
All right, man. One last piece of spiciness from that Bardashian interview.
A whole clip.
Oh man, listen, there was content for days there. KCJ came at Restore Order's Female of the Battle of the Year list, saying that not having Official as a candidate is disrespectful and non-credible, and if you win the award where Official isn't even in the runnings, did you really win the award? Then they started talking about how Official is the Female Battle Rapper of the Year. So now that we do have a solid standard Female Champion of the Year coming up, right, where our lovely CC may be on the panel, if they do have a panel in person, to be determined, to be announced. Is Official the Female Champion of the Year for 2020? Let's throw it to the people, man.
This letter said, of course. Lost to Arsenal and lackluster versus. What he says, CJC 305. Loaded Lex 92 says Yoshi. NWX, hell yep, says Hardcore Flavor. Nas 40 in my opinion. It's debatable, says Basketball Man. Yes, says the Syndicate Group. Top 3 says JB the King. No, Viixen the only answer, says 4x7. Hell to the no. Viixen, says Savage Vandross. Savage Vandross probably on a pull-up bar right now. Yoshi, because she has proved her versatility. Miss Hustle top 2 though, says Hardcore Flavor. Yoshi says Harry Truman. Had Lady Flames beaten Viixen, says
top 2 worst female battle rapper of the year.
Oh man, here you go. Alley-oop. No other woman can battle Nitty, Arse, and Twork, says Battle Rap Media. Who else? Exactly. Raises.
Yoshi G only.
Yoshi G only says
Viixen top 3, but Official has more
level
battles.
Scales. Thank you, Level Scales, for the prop.
I can't get mad.
Look, you know what's interesting? I know everybody's like, Official battle Rum, Official battle Arse, Official battle Twork, right? On an all-time great list, wouldn't we probably put DNA ahead of like 2 of those names? And on an active list, wouldn't we still say DNA is a better battle rapper than Arsenal today? Isn't that win, Viixen's win over DNA, the biggest intergender win in battle rap history? Like, I'm not even trying to be like hyperbolic about it, but no, who beats DNA clearly? People don't beat DNA clearly, especially not on the comeback. The man DNA was rested. It really might be. I know people. I know when you say these things, people kind of push back on it, but when you stop to think, you start to go down the list of all the intergender battles. You're like, well, nobody's really beat nobody of this caliber clearly. Especially not a DNA.
Well, we all know that Couture beat Clips too, but y'all don't want to give us that win, so it's whatever.
Pick a side. Is Clips washed or not? Because like, because when Geechee beat Clips, it's like this and that. Like, pick a side. But
it's also the performance too, though, man, that Viixen had. And yeah, you can definitely argue. I mean, come on, if you're arguing DNA is better than Rum Nitty, you can definitely do that. You know what I'm saying? And with Arsenal, that one might be a tighter race, but those guys both got accolades that are crazy. So on an all-time list, you can argue them. I ain't mad at that. I'll have him ahead of Rum Nitty. You know what I'm saying? Now, if you're talking about
definitely had to Twork. And definitely had to Twork.
Oh, yeah. But if you're talking about content and what you like, I can see people saying, well, I think, Rum Nitty is better all time because this is what I like or whatever. Or, you know what I'm saying? This is the type of vibe that he gives me, whatever. I'm not mad at you when it comes to that. Okay. But at the end of the day, there's an argument there. You know what I'm saying? So not only did Viixen win, she won in high fashion. Like, she really put on. Even if you got Couture winning, it's not like you went to your notepad, wrote a note to Mama, sent it out so she could read it. You know what I'm saying? You weren't doing that. It was like, all right, Charlie's playing around and Couture won. You know what I'm saying? But Viixen, like, she went crazy. You know what I mean? So that's got to hold something, man.
Well, I'll ask the two of you. Do you guys think O'Fficial is the female champion of the year?
No. And y'all know I love O. Y'all know I love O. I had a run-in with Team 40 when them two was about to battle because people wanted to be upset about my love for O. Like, I can't have a favorite. Shit. But
I can't have a favorite. I knew that's a drop right there.
I can't have a favorite.
Why you guys talking like me now?
But
talking in your prep voice.
I feel like 40 should, if it was my list, if I had anything to do with it, again, this is Restore Order. Her and Heavy have had their issues. Maybe he felt like she want to be associated with whatever he got going on anyway. So maybe that's why he left her out. I don't know. That ain't my business because this is Let's Talk Battle Rap. But what I will say is that if it was my list, I would have had O'Fficial on there because she's pretty much been battling all year. You know what I'm saying? She's been putting in work all year. Now, yes, I say no to being champion of the year because she lost to Arsenal and she had a bad win versus 40. So again, a good year, all right year for her, but those battles where it really, really, really counted, she didn't really show up. That's my take.
Hey, throw her in the mix for sure. I mean, she took on some heavy names this year. You know what I'm saying? She helped anchor the cards no matter what. She showed up. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, she did have a choke versus Nitty. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, that was this year. I keep forgetting about Royalty.
It is also, the Arsenal battle. She took the L to Ars, but it is Ars. But, you can't have it both ways and say, but it is ours, and then go say, well, battle rap is just a war of words and a battle of the minds. You know what I'm saying? So we're not going to have it like where we're taking it easy on folks just because it's an intergender battle. She lost the battle. Arsenal was on one. She was cool in the battle. You know what I'm saying? The 40 battle, she won that battle. It was cool. It was a cool battle. I wasn't mad. She had her moments in there where she definitely was going off. But ultimately, at the end of the day, though, I would not have O'Fficial as my female champion of the year. But she's definitely been in the mix for who she took on and having consistency and for helping to carry female battle rap in 2020.
Yeah, well said. She wouldn't give my vote neither, just off the fact of like, I think of value, I think of impact, and like, yeah, her getting these names is major. But like you said, Vlad, what's the end result? Like, we can't have both ways where it's like, on paper, this is a great accolade, but the result afterwards didn't really matter because you didn't win these battles, didn't complete the objective. Viixen had back-to-back Battle of the Night at 2 events a month apart, and all of Official's battles this year, you can't say any of them were Battle of the Night. Can't even say she can't even say she won more than she lost.
Well, she just dropped a battle with Chilla. So I've seen that on Twitter, so I haven't watched it yet. So I know we got that one to add to the list of what she's done in 2020. I need to watch it because I just seen that before we went on air.
That definitely might help her case because then she could also say I battled top tier names. I battled somebody in my level across from me, and I battled somebody I gave a shot to. So that could definitely help her. You know.
Yeah.
But
I mean, same thing with 42. You know, put her on the list if you want. Cool. But again, drop the ball when it counted. You know, versus Official, she had a win, but. You know, a lot of people are debating how good that win was versus Surf. You know, it wasn't like she went out there and did a Viixen on Surf. You know, her win was a little sloppy too. You know what I mean? So, and she had I would say comeback battle of the year. Definitely could go to 40 versus Hustle because we all know how she ended 2019 and people were mad as hell to see her battling Hustle on Royalty. People was mad that she was even on that card.
I will admit, I was mad.
She went crazy though.
I was upset because that was supposed to be an intergender card, and Official had a fantastic year. Remedy was hot as a scorching pan, and they don't headline. But then you put somebody who's making a return and somebody who just forfeit a battle to headline. Like on paper, that didn't make any sense at the time. Maybe the result afterwards mattered, but before that battle, that made no sense to me. And I stand on it still. But speaking of
Easy in the building. What up, dickhead?
What up, Easy? This is a perfect time It's a perfect time for you to chime in, actually, because speaking of
yo, friends, they say we look like a Chinese movie. Like there's a delay or something.
Really?
Our video's not synced with the audio.
Is that right?
Like that for me.
It don't look like that for me neither.
It's normal for me also.
You might wanna come refresh, leave it, come back because I got all the monitors here.
Because I'm on my caffeine and it looks normal.
It looks perfectly fine. I'm sorry that you are enjoying. But hey, kung fu movies are fire. Kung fu movies are dope. So enjoy the lack of audio and video.
Y'all gonna get hit with the Swave Sever. You know what I'm saying?
Or Rubik's Cube math. Rubik's Cube math.
Rubik's Cube math and Taekwondo Anwar, yo.
I hope somebody's screen recording this.
Don't let the smooth face fool you. When I sever your head, you better be dead.
We lagging? Oh, well, you know.
Three Ninjas, the movie was fire, man. Colt Tum Tum. What was the other dude's name?
Yes, I got the
it was Colt Tum Tum and who? Hey, man, some of us say, and Rocky. Colt Tum Tum and Rocky. Yo, the first one was fire, man. I might need to watch that, yo. The Three Ninjas, man. Yeah, I don't think they can use that name now, man. It would sound crazy.
Hey, man.
Yo, imagine the Three Ninjas remake with like 3 little black kids.
Oh, PC World would slander and tear it down.
Netflix would be wildin', yo.
It's too PC. You know what they meant to say. You know what they really wanted to say.
Yeah, the delay is just for the few of you guys. I'm looking at it right now. It's perfectly fine.
Oh, man.
I'm sorry for anybody that has the lag, but I'm sure it still looks like a really funny show. I wonder what it looks like.
If we have the lag, man, just, you know what I mean, just get in your zone, get in your vibe, man, and turn up. Yeah. Lot of mercy.
Nah.
Well, we looking like Cuban? Like yesterday? Is it like Cuban yesterday? Lagging? What is it?
Lot of mercy.
Lion Legacy says I gotta stop watching streams on Androids. Man, he coming at y'all. He coming at y'all neck.
What?
Yo, Android gang, what are y'all? Y'all gonna let Lion Legacy disrespect y'all like that? Although I agree with him.
Team Android getting lit.
And my daddy got the basic of the basic Wi-Fi, which I need to upgrade soon because my daddy.
Fifth Letter said this is iPhone fam, iPhone all day since CJC. I'm on my MacBook and y'all lagging bad. I don't know, hardcore. I'm on my MacBook, man. It's so important. So, friends, Let's keep going, player.
All right, man. I'm sorry for everybody that's having a little technical difficulties on your side, but I got a bunch of
caffeine. Ask him why. What's going on here?
Yeah, I still got
LTBR.
I still got a lot of interesting reports here. I actually don't even know which one to start with, but let's go with this one because currently this interview has been taken off of YouTube because the audio was not up to par, but it will be back on soon.
Oh, okay.
On my expert opinion, he had the Goonies reunion. So he had a sit-down podcast with Drugs, Jackboy, Ace Amin, Rada, New Jersey Twork, and D.I. the Henny Man, who is not really a Goonie, but pretty much
shout out to the trap.
Pretty much is heavily affiliated. Is supports all those guys. Is good friends with them.
He's Goonie adjacent. You know what I mean?
Goonie adjacent is a great way to say it.
He's Goonie
adjacent. They were talking about a little bit about what kind of broke up the Goonies. What some things that they struggled with as far as in the media, in the limelight, and the criticism they would get from fans and their peers. And Twork opens up a little bit, and he has a very interesting quote that I really honestly found this to be extremely interesting, and I wanted to talk about it. He says here, people wanted me to be the leader of the group just because I was the most popular, and I didn't want to be that.
Not everybody's a leader.
I find it to be really fascinating, and I would love to hear everybody's response and what you guys think of Twork saying people wanted him to be the leader of the Goonies, and he did not want that role.
Fifth letter says that's what happens when you're popping, fam. Kind of have no choice to bring your team buzz.
It does make sense. Yeah.
That makes sense as Cloud9 Piff. My man all the way from Iowa or Idaho. I can't remember. I know it starts with an I.
Illinois.
Oh man, I ain't reading that B word, y'all. People be sensitive about that. I ain't doing that. It makes sense as the syndicate group. Was Beanie Siegel the leader of state property? By default. That's how that perception was he was the leader. So when the eyes of the people and Dame and Jay ain't never say nothing different, and the people in the group, they ain't never really said anything different in the public eye, man. It was just like, let's get that paper.
Why does he want to be a leader anyway? He's no leader. Twork can't be no leader. Look, guys, I know you guys are saying he can't be a leader, and maybe that's fine because he even says he didn't want that. But it's just interesting how you're put into that role against your choice, right?
But you know what, friends? So Ozzy247 says something that makes sense. Look at DNA. He moves NWX, right? But in my opinion, I don't feel like this is the leader of NWX. You know, even when Big T was there, it was like, hey, we've all put in our work over the years. You know, we've all reached a certain, plateau. We've all battled one another. We're doing this. This is like a council, you know what I'm saying? And they moved like that. And they didn't allow people to say, nah, Sean's the leader because he's the street dude, or T-Top's the leader because he's a trap dude, or DNA's the leader because he's the mastermind of everything. And they never put it out there like that. I feel like Twork was really young. All of them are really young guys put in a position where everyone in battle rap is talking about them, and not in the most positive light at times, and it's like, it's tough to really take on that role if that's not you by nature, or if you haven't earned that, if you haven't earned those stripes yet, you know what I'm saying, to know how to move first so that you could bring a team along. Because a wise man once said, everything ain't for everyone, and everyone ain't for everything. You know what I'm saying? So he learned, man. That was a life lesson learned. And maybe now he'll be able to lead a team of younger people, or just in his life. You know what I'm saying?
If you say you're not a leader, then you shouldn't lead. That's all I'm gonna say. But I mean, I don't feel like there's anything wrong with that, and that's okay for you to, realize that maybe you are not ready right now in life to be a leader. You know what I'm saying? Because being a leader, it's not just, okay, everything falls on me and I got to make sure I know how to move and, all that stuff. Like, you have to lead by example, and right now, a lot of the backlash with the Goonies was a lot of how Twork was performing, you know what I'm saying? And then they kind of overshadow and put it all on the rest of the Goonies. But I also say this is the difference between groups, battle rap groups, and like people who legitimately know each other, grew up around each other, all have the same, goals and all that other stuff, like NWX. I look at NWX very different. Even though we might label them a battle rap group, I look at them like they're like a real close group of friends, and they look at each other as family. Like DNA and K-Shine are damn near family at this point. If you ask them, like that, they would say that's my brother. Like they know each other's wives. They kids probably play together. They Wi-Fi call up for play dates and shit. Like they family. There's a difference between just a group of people just say, "Oh, we're gonna be best friends right now. We're gonna all click up on these guys," da da da, and then don't work out. Versus something like NWX. So, like I said,
you
maybe
can
right now
also look
Twork
at
is not a leader, but he might grow into that leader position maybe in the future sometime.
But you could also look at a group like Team Hami, and people will say, if you ask who's the leader, people are going to say Swave is the leader, right? But in Team Hami, it may not be that Swave is the leader. I don't know if they have a leader or not. I don't know how they run their crew. But it might be some guy who doesn't even rap. You know what I'm saying? Like it might be some dude who doesn't even rap. Like, so it could be something different like that. But the thing is, people let the public pressure get to them at times. And it's like they're young guys and they're like, yo, I can't believe this is actually happening to me right now. You know, there still might be some irresponsibility still going on and stuff, and just trying to figure it out and get it together. And now you're doing this in the spotlight with all this controversy surrounding you and happening, and it could be a lot to take on. So I gotta salute him for being open, being vulnerable, and speaking about it honestly, because, you know, it's something that people want to know about. And, you know, he gave us a piece of information that we didn't know before. So I gotta salute him for just being open and honest about that.
If you ask IP from Team Hami, they will all say they their own bosses. I've heard him say that multiple times on Restore or the podcast.
So here's what I think, right? None of these crews ever anoint the leader, right? That's just become something that the fans do because of who they see the most, who's most popular, and who kind of gets attached to the brand first, right? Like who's the first response of the brand, or who's the first person you think of when you say the Goonies. And a lot of people think of leadership as somebody who's gonna who knows the way and shows the way, but I don't think that's necessarily the case. I think leadership is something like where somebody sets out the example to make the difference, and it's never about the role. It's about a goal. Like when you're leading something, you're with a team, right?
Say that again, friends. Say that again, friends.
It's never about the role. It's about the goal.
Ooh,
so like,
bang!
so I never. I never look at one individual and try to put them in positions where they can't succeed. I try to make everybody put in places where the entire engine is going to move, right? Because every single piece of the engine needs to function so that this car can move. Leadership isn't a position or a title. It's an action and an example. And the problem was Twork was the most popular Goonie, but he didn't have healthy habits. You know, he prepared very last minute for battles, whether it was on his will or against his will. Like maybe sometimes material didn't come to him, and then it became a consistent routine. And then when your most popular artist in this group is going to small leagues, you know, kind of abusing small leagues, not showing up, not paying back deposits, or having really big battles and big opportunities where sometimes he would drop the ball, and the rest of the crew isn't getting those same opportunities. It all kind of looked bad on everybody, and then they all developed the habit of preparing late. Like Ace Amin used to write late, right? But now I'm sure he doesn't do that anymore. Drugs could write in 24 hours. Jack could write really, really quick. Twork could write really quick. But those are all habits that, to their detriment, affected their careers. And there was nobody there to say, yo, we need to stop doing this. You know, so if Twork is, by action example, preparing for some big battles within 72 hours, how are the rest of the guys going to look at it?
I mean, that's a good point. And you know what? Go ahead, friends. You dropped a bar.
That was boss talk, friends. That was boss talk.
Appreciate that.
It's not about the role. It's about the goal.
Okay, I see what you did there.
Turn that into an Instagram quote, my brother.
Because I look, man, look.
Monetize this.
Because LTBR has a lot of moving parts, right? Like CC is half our ratings. Vlad is a shining bright star. Dylan puts a lot of these graphics together. Tim is the computer of all of the statistics that you see, right? And then you have a couple other contributors in the team. Titus, he's responsible for all of our news headlines and updates. Shout outs to Nina, CC's bestie, and one of my favorite individuals who stirs up all the storm and says all the evil things that I can't say because of who I am. But then when people see LTBR, they see me, and I'm like, no, listen, I wouldn't be who I am without any of these individuals. And if any of these individuals were to falter, not be around, or no longer be a part of this engine, like, it wouldn't run the same.
Hey, man, and let's not forget you,
That's
my
my
brother,
favorite.
the director, the conductor. You know what I'm saying, man? Like, you make mad stuff happen, big dog. So you're right, man. It's like, we all take from one another and, like, help make this thing roll. You know what I'm saying? So you definitely need that, yo. Definitely need that.
Yeah, and I love that quote from Twork and all of them, because it was really... It's things you don't get the chance to hear about. And maybe if Twork opened up about that 2017, 2018, things are a little different.
Or 7 streams of revenue will make you a millionaire. See if doing 20 battles a year will get you there.
I'll say this much though, I'm really happy to see the Goonies kind of have their reunion, and it looks like they all found some peace within themselves. And speaking of peace, Vlad.
Oh, man, speaking of peace, salute to our sponsor, thepeacewatchers.com. Thepeacewatchers.com is a Black-owned social safety app, and I implore you guys to get this, not just for the holidays, but for every day. If you, your family, your homies, your block, your community gets this app, right? If you're pulled over by the police, if you're detained, if you feel some sense of danger going from point A to point B, you could just open up the app, drop your location. They will know, hey, cop detained me on the corner of Willoughby and Myrtle, and whoever is around and receives that signal can then show up and do what they need to do. All right. Wouldn't you want that if something happened to your grandma or something like that, or your uncle or your cousin them? So how do you get this app? You go to thepeacewatchers.com, download the app, stay on code, and show up for your community. Friends, on to the next topic.
All right, guys. So Av finally kind of gives some clarity as to the contract discrepancies that occurred with the Bigg K battle, and as to why the battle didn't happen. Salutes to PSA Hip Hop for this report. Let's listen to this audio clip of Av explaining what happened with the battle.
Let's go.
You don't know the whole situation with this. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know about no whole truth. As far as the Bigg K shit, yeah, we did have we was about to do the battle. I'm gonna be brief with it. We was about to do the battle. When I had got on the URL, I had a certain amount of years contract that I was locked in for. I thought it was up. It wasn't up. I signed on to the battle to do it with them, and kind of found out I had one more little year to finish before my shit was expired, before I went anywhere. Like, anybody know me, I ain't been battled nowhere on no other leagues anyway. You feel me? So it was like, damn, okay, let me finish this little time out, and then we can make it shake. Like, I ain't get no money or no shit like that. It was just boom.
So Av says that he signed a contract a couple years back, didn't realize that he still has 1 year left on his contract, and so that is the reason the battle didn't happen. And I don't know, man. I'm not saying that he's not telling the truth, but it's just when you sign contracts, you know the expiration dates to your contract, right? Like, everybody knows that, right? Like, that's the first thing you should know before you sign the contract. Am I like expecting too much?
I mean, yes, technically yes, but it could have been an honest mistake too. You got a lot going on this year, man. He's been through a lot, and yeah.
Hardcore flavor.
What he say?
Hardcore flavor said that COVID messed up his thought process.
Y'all think this COVID is funny, and I'll get over it in 2 weeks. Some COVID got long.
Well, Freddie says, who signs a multiple year contract in battle rap?
I honestly just forgot.
Freddie, multiple year contracts, not just battle rap, period. You sign that for a guarantee, right? Like, if you sign a quarterly deal for something, or somebody presents to you a yearly deal, do you want to take that 3-month quarterly deal, gamble on your performance to see if you get a bigger bag, or do you want to lock in some security for a year or two? That's why people lock in multiple deals. That's why people lock in multiple year contracts or multiple battle contracts, and that's fine. But nobody signs those things without knowing, I'm doing 5 battles, I'm doing 6 battles, I'm doing 2 years. You know what I mean? No, I feel like personally, nobody signs those things without knowing what's the expiration to get out of it.
That's a fact.
At least, at the very least, you should. You know.
Damn, hardcore flavor.
No, Hardcore Flavor. Listen, Hardcore Flavor. I have a response for that. The Glue Easy contract, right, got flipped into the Jerry West contract. Like, you was able to find a star through Glue Easy. So, although Glue Easy couldn't rise to that next level, you put him against Jerry West. Jerry West took to the next level, and then you found Jerry West. So,
guys, you supposed to read before you sign your contract, y'all. I don't care if it's you see what happened with Congress. Congress be passing all these big ass bills that got thousands of pages, and then they don't see the loopholes, and that's how we keep getting fucked over all the time. You're supposed to read before you just sign stuff, y'all.
Mr. J Flow says
you see all these rappers signing these 360 deals. You gotta read what you sign.
J Flow says he read up and didn't want to admit it. See, like, whether that's true or not, I can't prove it. Right? All I can go by is what these guys say. So I'm not gonna speculate what's real, what's not real. But what I will say is, it just sounds odd that you didn't know when your contract finished. Just because, like, I feel like before you sign any legal document, you want to know when's the expiration date.
Yikes.
Facts.
Vlad, CC, what do you guys make of this?
Yikes. Man, you should definitely always know when your contract is ending. All these athletes out there, anyone who gets into any kind of business, they know. And listen, man, I'm gonna be done in such and such months, and we're gonna need to come back to this table and talk about what's going on here. So I mean, it's a whole year. It's not like it was a month. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, I think I'm done in June, but it's really July or whatever. Like, it's a whole year that, like, he couldn't recall. Like, a little crazy.
He's been through a lot, y'all. Okay. I just think it was an honest mistake that he forgot, damn, I got one more year on this contract. I don't feel like it wasn't something that he didn't fully understand. I just think he just honestly forgot. Maybe I'm wrong. If I'm wrong, say, no, you wrong. I didn't read that shit. I just signed because I saw the dollar.
Hey, can I address this real quick? To Snoop and Ray Twin. Guys, don't say they signed for crumbs and nuggets. You don't know what they get paid for. And if somebody says, hey, I want to give you a 4-battle deal for $20,000, tell me that's crumbs? It's not crumbs. Imagine taking a $20,000. If somebody said, hey, here's a 4-battle deal for $20,000, which equals out to $5K per battle, but you're getting that $20K up front, is that crumbs? Hell the fuck no, that's not crumbs. That's a whole investment. That's a whole mortgage. And you probably gonna do 4 battles anyway. And don't say they're not getting that, because some of them are.
Ooh, friends. Y'all better stop triggering friends. Y'all triggered him.
All right, man. Y'all let me know the last time y'all got 20 G's up front before y'all call it crumbs. Y'all let me know the last time y'all got 20 G's up front. Shit.
And don't incriminate yourselves, man.
You know what I'm saying? I'll tell you right now, 20 G's have changed my life.
This is a whole lot of 7 stream. A lot of 7 streamers in the chat, man. I guess, friends. You know what I'm saying?
You said 80,000 for 3 years. What that equal to? 25,000 for 3. You could do 4 battles in a year.
That ain't bad.
What?
I'm saying.
Wait, what?
Never mind.
I went to school for communications and journalism. I don't do math. I took 1 math class at Michigan State University. 1. Okay. Me and numbers. Once they start putting letters with the numbers and the equations, I tapped out. I said, I'm done. I'm done. I'm done. Where's my calculator? I'm done.
Salute to Jay Black.
I'm tired of this. I'm tired of this 20 G. Hold on, let me get on the camera. I'm tired of this 20 G's is not a lot of money. We from the hood, my guy. All right, you know what 20 G's can do to somebody? That's somebody's student loans, my G. All right, that's putting your kids to college. And by the way, a lot of these battle rappers, or at least I should say 80% of them, don't make their only the source of revenue is not battle rap. All right, so if you're giving 20 G's to somebody that has a job or is a active artist making good money, that's solid money, bruh. We from the hood, my guy. All right,
it's a good side hustle, man.
I can use $20,000
and CC,
right
our radio personality who knows a lot of industry artists, they'll take that $20,000 and then try to act quiet about it. They'll wear some designer like they got all this money, but they taking 10, 15 a show. All right.
No, a lot of them go to the jewelry stores and the fashion places and put it on and flex real quick and then take that shit off. That's what they really be doing. But y'all gonna let y'all favorite rappers lie to you and have you spend that damn stimulus money on some bullshit when you know you need to pay your bills. But I'm gonna stop.
If you got the full stimulus amount, I don't want to hear you talk about 20 G's is not a lot of money. Dead ass, bro. If you got the full $1,200, watch your mouth.
That's just going upstairs, bro.
I am going upstairs, bro, because to qualify for the full $1,200 means you probably make $20,000 is half your salary.
Oh man,
I'm going to shake
what's going on right now?
God damn.
Damn, y'all. Upstairs,
okay, friend,
bro.
Somebody triggered you. I don't know what it was. Maybe it was 20,000. You had a horrible experience. Somebody owe you 20,000.
Salute Dale Simmons, man, for the props.
But
that's that 7 streams talk, man.
I think Av just honestly forgot he had another year. I don't think it was anything that he didn't sign. I think he just honestly forgot. He got one more year on that contract, and he got to fulfill it.
All right, Snoop, man. I'm sorry you buy $2,000 shirts like goods, man. I'm sorry. If you buy $2,000 shirts like goods to wear it once, that's your prerogative, my brother.
France. It was 2,500, France. It was
2,500. Okay, my bad.
2,500. All right. It was 125 for my mortgage flip. You know what I'm saying, man?
I'm sorry,
Copped the crib,
man.
flipped it. Bought a sweater for 2,500.
Listen,
Look good.
New York is hella expensive, right? I had a salary job once for $75K, and I was still broke. All right, New York is expensive.
Oh hell no! That's what's wrong with
going out every
living
night,
in a closet.
doing hookah. I want hookah. Friends out there, I want hookah.
It's
buying bottles.
Nah, Snoop, I got love for you, Snoop.
I'm kidding.
I got love for you, Snoop. I just want to let you know we from the hood, man. Like 20 G's. some guys will go crazy for 20 G's. People have killed people for less.
Listen, you heard what Lil Boozy said? 2,500. 2,500.
Yeah,
you know
man,
what I'm saying?
Just remember the demographic you're dealing with. You know what I mean?
2,500 and someone could not be
right.
here.
You gotta remember, some people are coming out of the projects. They ain't never had $20 just drop on their lap like that. And you talk about $20,000 and I just need you to battle 4 times.
They gonna
by
take
this
it.
Expiration date. A lot
Listen,
of people
man.
take that, man.
If you live in Pontiac, Michigan, and your rent is $600 a month, like, yo, think about that, man. Like for $7,200, you could basically have your rent for 3 years in that first 20 pack. You know what I'm saying? You could have your look at CJC. My rent is $550. Look at that.
Yo, Snoop, you know what's crazy, man? Newark and parts of Jersey used to be cheap. Now Jersey not even
anymore.
Cheap. Not anymore. It's crazy.
Not anymore. You know what I'm saying?
Not anymore.
But think about that. All right, yeah, okay, yes, you got to take some tax off of it. But long story short, if your rent's $550, $600, that's 2 years worth of rent. You can say, "Well, I'm gonna put that to the side." I know that my rent is paid, and I can work on other things.
One last question: Do you guys think the Ultimate Madness bag was small? Like, was that a significant bag for that tournament? Like, that was dope, right? 25K, 25, right? How many battles were in that tournament? Like, how many rounds?
What was it like? 15,000,
right?
It was 4 battles. So it's almost the same thing. So you'd be like, "Oh, Ultimate Madness, that's a nice purse. $20,000 for a 4-battle contract. Yuck! It's the same amount of battles."
Word, man. And shout out to Jay Black. Depending on who your accountant is, you know what I'm saying? You could save a little bit more. Claim some of them joints, man.
Hello.
You driving the battles. You're using your phone to negotiate the battles. You had to buy a brand new computer just to update your website and all that stuff, man. You know? You started your LLC. You started your LLC. You know what I'm saying? You gotta play the game.
If you're so damn rich, why you watching battle rap? God damn it! God damn it!
No. Listen, friends, we need as many rich people to watch battle rap as they can. All right, man. All right, listen, friends. You gotta pump the Brembos right there, man. We need as many rich people watching battle rap as we can get. All right.
Do your good impersonation so we can move on.
Listen, friends, man. 7 streams of revenue will make you a millionaire. See if doing 20 battles a year will get you there. Goals. Goals.
Oh, Lord.
All right, man. Ill Will has some interesting words, an interesting report from Hip Hop Is Real. Ill Will talks about dealing with stains in battle rap, how they never go away. Yes, and that is a transparent shirt with a stain, so you can never miss it.
Where did you find that?
Where did you? What the?
It's a transparent shirt with a stain.
It look like the stains on my shirt now. Hold on. Where we at?
J Black left the stream. Look at this. This is great.
Bang.
But let's listen into what Ill has to say about battle rappers having to deal with blemishes on their career.
These guys on. Imagine putting Lux in the ring with fucking Jerry West, and Jerry West body loaded Lux.
Oh, that's crazy.
Do you know Loaded Lux? He's still Loaded Lux, but that's his stain. See, there's no stains on rappers. No hip-hop stains. You know, there might be stains as far as what they did outside of this shit, but we have stains.
Oh, yeah, in the ring. Ooh.
Motherfucker still over DNA.
DNA.
Like, goddamn, nigga,
and I know that
10 years ago, my nigga. When are we gonna stop this, bro? I'm on a fucking tear right now.
That one's forever.
So it was pretty much saying how battle rappers have to wear their stains for the rest of their career. So that's the chat. Do you think it's true that battle rappers have to wear their stain for the rest of their career, that it's never removed?
CJC says, "Oh, that's true." 4x7 says, "So true." It's the moments that last forever. Yeah. Hezron says, "Yes." Emmett Till by Tay Rock with him too. Yeah. Fact says, Tata. Yes, says Harry Truman. Ouch. Hardcore. I ain't asking them dudes nothing. Facts. A body follows you for life, says Savage Vandross. Obviously not. Y'all still saying Lux beat Cal, says Dub. 40 and Jazz. Danny 12K says 4x7. That 12K ain't going nowhere. It's unfortunate, but yeah, it's true, says Dale Simmons. Reem 24. We ain't saying that name on the show no more. Facts. We keep the file, says Lion Legacy. Math has a few stains.
A few?
Yeah, man.
A lot.
You can't erase those big moments. It don't hurt you though. It's just part of your story, says Gregory something.
Math got some things.
That's a really good way of looking at it, Greg. I like that.
That's a good one. Gregory, that was a good one, man. That was bars. Bang.
Hardcore Flavor says they can leave if you reinvent yourself.
I mean, kind of like with Math. You know, he got some stains, but he's reinventing himself before our eyes.
He's got a little bit more than some, and he's also putting some on right now as well.
Rap and Saga reinvented themselves. You know what I'm saying?
Saga. I mean, Ill had a horrible look versus DNA, and he should have won Champion of the Year last year.
Our update guys in the building says, no, we remember all of Math's failures.
Oh, my God. Yikes.
Upvote that.
Let's get out of this bag. Let's get out of this cube right now. You know what happens, man. Let's get out of this cube, yo.
Every last one of them.
That's a good point too, Lion. DNA has reinvented itself. I remember when DNA was the dirty guy with the missing tooth, wasn't getting no girls. You know, and all the guys clown him because none of the girls, quote unquote, want to mess with him. Look, DNA has reinvented himself. Let me tell you. Okay? DNA used to be the butt of all the jokes with the guys.
You know, I think the biggest thing I took away from what Ill Will was saying was that in regular hip hop, you probably wear stain for something that happens off record. You know what I mean? Like Lil Flip will forever have to be like T.I. came to your hood. Like he can't, like that's the stain that he's gonna wear, regardless of what happened when they actually met up. People don't want to hear about the truth because all they know is that T.I. came to the hood. But in battle rap, like what happens on that stage in that ring is what actually lives forever, you know? But in hip hop, it's like somebody could make a whack album like, y'all know I am a Nas stan. You know what I'm saying? I will have a Nasathon where I will play all the damn Nas videos and y'all all can join me and we can stand Nas together. But yo, Nostradamus was not it. You know what I'm saying? But the man, he wore that stain. That stain is still on him. Don't get me wrong, but he came back and proved why he is the godson and the illest ever, and came back with some more classics. So you can always reinvent yourself, but you will always wear that stain. Even the greatest in the game has stains that they wear. So it's just part of the game.
Yeah, I agree with everything he's saying, but at the same time, you could definitely reinvent yourself. You could definitely be the comeback kid like he has been a few times. And look, that's just the fact of life, though. Like, a lot of times you're gonna get knocked down. A lot of times you might become the butt of battle rap culture joke. You know, you might be the punching bag for all the bloggers, the trollers, the trolls, the fans, your peers, whoever. But you got to learn how to dig deep. You got to learn how to find a way to dig yourself out of that hole. And a lot of times it's not about how far you fall, but how you get up. How hard you fall, but when you get up.
Thank you. It ain't about the distance of the trajectory of when you fail. It ain't about the speed and the average rate of your deceleration from the sky. It's about how hard you hit the ground and the give back that your body gives.
Y'all won't believe me. Y'all won't believe me if I told you, but I got a notification from Fashion Nova talking about everything must go 80% off. And I said, my mind said, bitch, fuck what you talking about. Go to Fashion Nova.
Hey man, get CC some Fashion Nova for Christmas, y'all.
I got ADHD, y'all. Oh God, dog, I cannot.
But I want to
about how hard you hit the ground. It's about how hard the ground doesn't hit you when you come back up.
Everything must go to that.
I want to address Ill Will. Yeah, Ill Will. Their stains live forever. You know why? Because you're getting in the ring. Getting in the ring is a very dangerous sport. That's why a lot of rappers who are not battle rappers don't attempt this, because their careers can't afford losses. All right, Cannabis, one of the greatest punchliners from the '90s, and one of the greatest rappers at one point, one of the best rappers in the world at one year. Right, Vlad? Now how we remember him?
Yeah,
how do we remember him now? Because of the Notebook.
Oh man, Tom Cruise mom shoes.
That's how I remember him. That's now.
That's what we remember. Not rhyming in the back of the cab to the meter says 9999. It's Tom Cruise mom shoes, the notepad, the alien, and the arm sling.
But Will, like, I get it. Hip hop rappers, or industry rappers, I should say, don't have the stains from their artistic catalog, but that's why they look at you guys like warriors and they have so much respect for you, and so many of them watch you guys as closeted fans, and they don't speak up and support the culture because they're like, that's shit that I could never do. And more importantly, Will, you're not the only one with a stain. Every single battle rapper has a stain. That's why if you ask everybody in the stream right now to say who's their top 5 all time, go ahead, put it in the chat if you want, I bet you it'll all be different. I bet you it'll all be different. Somebody might not have Verb up there because they're like, well, every time I seen Verb battle for money, he lost. Every time Verb battled a white guy, he lost and he choked. He battled Mook and Lux, but those battles weren't that impressive. You put Hitman Holla there. You put Hitman Holla there, they'll say, oh, well, Hitman Holla lost to Hollow. He was shaking his hands, and he has no bars. Then you put DNA and Clips, they're like, oh, well, they're generic. Clips is always playing around. You know, you put Loaded Lux, they're like, he barely battles. You put Murder Mook, they say the hippopotamus line. You pick a battle rapper, and there's going to be a stain on them. You pick Calico, oh, he was in front of Lux. Like, you pick Magic, you say, oh, well, he's washed up now, and he had a streak of choke. Like, you pick a battle rapper, and somebody will find something to say about them.
Man.
Leave Gluezy alone. There's nothing good to say.
Hardcore, you have done enough.
That was a body bag round, friends. Bang.
Damn. Bang.
I'm on one today.
My bad, alcohol flavor.
I'm on one today.
Do not bring
you on one today, man. It's the start of the NBA season, friends. I'm telling you, man. Everything's aligned now.
But the stains can, I mean, even though the stains can kind of be wiped away with
They go away. They
right?
go away.
With like accolades. But I'll say this, like Cece said, in real life, people always view you that way because you're meeting people in different time periods of your life. Like let's say you saw Ill Will for the first time in your life live, right? Or even battling period against DNA that night. What are you going to think of Ill Will? And if you never see Ill Will again, that'll be your only memory and thought process of Ill Will. And I realized that when I try to show battle rap to brand new people for the first time, and I'm showing them shit like K-Shine and DNA. And they're like, oh, I hate DNA. I'm like, damn, DNA is one of the greatest of all time. I picked a bad battle to show them.
So
now their view is tainted.
Yeah.
You know?
A lot of people remember DNA, and a lot of people, like what Verb was saying. Like, if you watch Verb face off versus DNA, that's what a lot of people were saying about DNA in his early days. You know, when him, the Verbs, the K-Shine, everybody was moving up this resurgence, right? That's how a lot of people view DNA today. So that's why it's hard for people to now look at his glow up and appreciate his glow up. Like, DNA has had a great glow up, may I add. Okay? Yeah.
Although a lot of y'all say Verb is the greatest of all time, real quick, although a lot of y'all say Verb is the greatest of all time, I just want to let you know, before we got to Gnome 10 and Summer Madness 10, Summer Madness 1, Clips made him look crazy. Summer Madness 2, Rex was pushing all of his buttons, made him look crazy, got that 10K from Diddy. Gnome 4, his third main stage appearance, Goods is talking about Camrys and reindeers, and he's having the crowd going crazy. And, all right, so up until 2014,
Toyota, let that Cam read.
Listen, up until Shine killed him. So up until 2015, Verb hadn't really had great performances in the biggest stages. And 5 years later,
Verb was a different breed.
And 5 years later, now he's one of the greatest battle rappers of all time.
Man, France is on one today, man. Body
France,
bag.
you just a
Bang!
You're a battle rap preacher today now.
Hey man, look, I'm trying to get on my radio voice flow. You know what I'm saying? My solo talk shit, because Monday was a good show. We might have to do more of those more often.
Hello.
All right, so we got two more
coming from everybody.
We got two more news things to go through here. Kid Chaos was on.
Bang! France from way downtown. Yes.
Yeah, some 3 from 5 for the field. Kid Chaos was on Breakfast with the Champ, and DNA asked him, who does he want next? First, Chaos wants to let it be known that he had a fantastic year in battle rap, not just because he's a rookie, but just in general, he had a fantastic year. He's definitely getting my top 20 vote. I think he's an all-star. And he says he wants Chilla Jones next. Still to the people. Kid Chaos versus Chilla Jones. This is a match you need or like. Who do you have winning?
I like him.
Shawnee G says upstairs, Jones. Chilla 2-1 says CJC.
Chilla Jones getting them chips again. Last smack, what happened?
Vest came back from Switzerland. Hezron 22 says we from South Carolina. I like it, says VZ. I'm with it, says the Syndicate Group. Everybody wants Chilla now, says AZ247. Both on Crazy Run, says Con Queso. Chilla 2-1, maybe 3-0, says Hardcore Flavor. Chilla 2-1, Chilla said he's for it. Great battle, Chilla 2-1, but I agree with Chilla in that they need a build-up.
Keep reading.
They both lost to JC. Okay, it's debatable.
I mean, Chilla and JC is just a freaking gem. So that's just a
right. Don't rush it, says Hezron.
But I got
says Tata. KC 2-1 says JB the King.
You don't like it, Tata?
Is Black Vest Jones the version of Gray Hoodie?
I'm not so sure Tata has stock in Kid Chaos. Like, I don't think she bought any stock in Kid Chaos yet. Like,
she's not playing.
She's holding on to
chaotic, Tata.
Listen, her Danny Meyer stock is like the airlines, right? It's just, this is going down, but she's not selling it because she knows one day it'll shoot back up, right? And that's
right. You don't sell no Danny Meyer stock. He gonna be all right. January 2021, it's gonna go back up.
Oh,
okay, it's gonna go back up.
Danny Meyer's getting them chips again. Last smack, what happened? That jogging.
That Danny stock is as dead as movie theater stocks. Holy shit!
Shame on you! How dare you call yourself the LTBR update guy and say something like that? How dare you? We all thinking on Yonkers Island. We are.
Oh my god!
When I
the
think
island itself is sinking.
Vlad, when I think
The
of,
sea
when I think
level
when I,
has risen, and we are
No,
sinking.
the sea
Like
level
that
stayed the same, but the island is sinking. It's-
The sea level has risen, and we are sinking.
Oh,
like
my
the
God.
Atlantic. That's
Danny
what's
gonna
going
be
on.
Danny gonna be there. Wade in the water. Wade in the water, children. Wade in the water. Bar God's gonna trouble the water. Telling you, man. Danny be on his Negro spiritual tip, man. Island is sinking.
we'll spin the block on Danny, but as of right now, Kid Chaos wants Chilla Jones. What say you two?
I'm
Let's
happy
make-
for that. Yeah,
Let's make it happen, man. These are the two pins. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, this is in the stars. It's in alignment. I ain't mad at Chilla for saying, let's get the people hyped up. Let's get some talk behind this, AKA let's demand a bigger bag for this battle. You know what I'm saying? Go do what you do. I'm going to go on my media run. You go on your media run. Let's not be so thirsty to just sign the contract right now. Let's build it up. Let's get some more paper and let's make this happen because listen, battle rap is all about a bunch of different subgenres, and the subgenre of the writers and the PNs and all of the guys that love like writer's block and that whole style right there, they're all in for it. We know that. That's without a doubt. But we're going to need everybody else to jump on board and make this battle go upstairs, bro, and make it happen. You know, Smack them, they're going to put the paper out, but I need them to sell that thing a little bit more, man. Build a worth for it. Got to do that. Smart for Chilla. Ever since you put on that vest, Chilla, been in your bag, man. On that business bag. Your 7 streams bag.
I hear you, Tata. She said Chilla should make Shine wait a while.
Ooh.
And go ahead and probably bump this battle up, get a little bit more buzz, talk a little bit more shit, you know, and, you know, have Smack drop that bag and then go in. Okay, Tata, I hear that because, you know, depending on who you ask, people have been saying Shine been ducking Chilla, but now he want to battle Chilla. So, you know, that depends.
14
that depends
days.
on who you ask.
14 days they want to make it happen. Is that well? We're still on
That's too
Chaos and
soon.
Jones. My
No.
bad.
Wait
We
till
still on
next
Chaos
year.
and Jones.
I
So,
would
but
say,
you know,
I would say like February, bro. Don't do it
yeah.
for 2 weeks. No, wait a while.
But
Chilla,
I mean,
you done enough. Chill.
to be fair though, Chilla Jones has gotten his Jerry West material in 11 days. And I forgot who we battled before that, but he got that material together in like 13, 14 days also. So Chilla has been known to write some heat in a short amount of time. And you know, K-Shine, man, once that pen gets moving, they can make it happen. So not that I doubt their abilities, but you know, let's make this something to talk about.
Set it up right. You know, you guys know the dates you're going to do this ahead of time. You have a whole roster full of people. Book them in advance. Look, there's this one thing you should take away from your caffeine year. It's that up until the weekend saga and franchise battle, every single week of a caffeine stream had a choke. All right? So if you add all the caffeine streams, you're over 85% of chokes. At least one, you're at least one choke per event. And that could have been avoided with two things. If one, you don't, I don't want to say recycle the same talent, but you see a lot of the same names on cards. But two, if you give the artist proper time, I think 3 weeks is the set time. If you notice, that not to do this comparison thing, but the Grand Prix giving 3 weeks apart for all the battlers, that's why you didn't see as many chokes. 3 weeks makes a huge difference. And shouts to Marvin saying, what the fuck, they got a month off? That's not fair.
Well, that's how KOTD wanted to do it.
Well, I'll say this much. 3 weeks makes a huge difference. And also, to the Yiker Islanders, I thought about you guys.
What you got to say? Watch your mouth. And don't you be disrespectful.
Listen, man, every time you guys say Yikers Island, I just picture Castaway, Tom Hanks, the ball, Wilson. And then this is all I can think of. This is all I can think of. This is all I can think of.
Yikers Island. Bang! Yo, why'd you do this, man?
Oh, you can't call for Christmas now.
What you said?
You can't call for Christmas.
Wilson!
You can't call. I'm about to leak your address to all the Yikers
Yo,
Islanders.
matter of fact, he battling. Danny gonna battle Wilson. That's what's gonna happen. It's only you and I left.
Vlad, that's genius. If Danny went to whatever island he went to write for Holmesy or whatever,
For Holmesy?
and just puts the Wilson ball and battles it for like a 90-second round, it's going viral. It's going viral. It's absolutely going viral. Tata, send a letter to Danny. CC, get in contact with him. Pitch him this.
Oh, man, Shawty G, you can't face this round. Barga.
That's fire.
I'm too cold.
Yo, you can't face this round. Is crazy. Look at this. Look at what are we doing here? What are we doing here? These are.
I don't co-sign this, Danny. I had nothing to do with it, and I am exiting from this segment. I'm not.
Bang.
I'm not participating in this, and I'm ashamed that my character has been tied to this. I'm ashamed.
Oh man, Danny.
I had nothing to do with this, Danny. You know I would never disrespect you like that. I would never.
The most inconsistent Plan B buyer.
All right, man. Let's close the show.
Who said that?
Pat Stay. Tata Danny choked at the top of the year against Mad Flex and went completely under the radar. And he choked against Jerry West. So he had 2 chokes for the year. But I mean, I guess
I ain't saying nothing. I don't know what y'all talking about.
2 chokes for like 14 battles. I'll take the ratio,
I don't know what y'all
right?
talking about.
I guess.
A battle a month is gonna happen. You know what I mean?
I guess so. All right, let's close the show with this last topic. Viixen the Assassin has some words for Loso. She watched Loso's performance on Sunday against Cali Smooth and says,
Copenhagen Von, thank you.
And she says, "Oh nah, I need to start writing for Loso." As you guys know, this was a match that was supposed to originally happen. The bullet that DNA caught was actually meant for Loso. And now Viixen has started writing for Loso because she knows that match is coming up in 2021. Let's throw it to the people, man. Viixen versus Loso. And by the way, Snoop, I don't know the announcement. And if I did, I couldn't say it on air, obviously. I get this all canceled. But
don't get us canceled.
I can't get us canceled for
get us canceled.
Can't allow it. Did Update Guy just say Young Cannon's sisters better chill? Are you calling Viixen Young Cannon? What are you doing?
What?
What are you doing, sir?
What is happening on this Thursday?
Well, now that you think about it, she is kind of like Young Cannon, right?
What? Listen, man.
You.
Let's get out of this cube right here.
CC.
That's right. No
CC. You gotta look up, CC.
Get out of this cube right now.
You're supposed to join us. You're supposed to.
I'm stuck on that.
All right.
Yo, man. Nah, listen.
I was stuck on that one.
You guys are terrible, man. Loso becoming less and less Christian with every passing battle, says Shawnee G.
Is he cussing? He about to be OG triple OG in this next battle, yo.
Ooh, Dave's 11. Young Cannon wish he was Viixen. Yikes. The Syndicate group Loso 2-1. She should battle Loso dressed like a nun, says Bossman 615.
For a round. I don't want to see it for whole 3 rounds.
That would look crazy.
I give the idea I gave to Yoshi. Come battle Saga with a nun thing on for 1 round. After round 1,
she gonna do what again?
Sounds like stupid. Oh man, Loso's definitely wearing Ryder's silk shirt versus Viixen. This will get ugly. Viixen 30, says Dave's 11. Loso Crip, y'all, says Snoop CK.
I'm telling you, he gonna throw up a set.
Freaky Franz. Oh man, where Franz mine? Says CJ.
CJ, my brain melts on a regular daily basis. All right, I don't know where my mind is at.
Oh man, looks like a lot of people giving this battle to Viixen, Franz.
But the question is,
she's deadly.
But the question is, are you giving it to Viixen?
Oh, hey, yo. This joint. Be a prisoner of the moment. Or are we going over like what has actually been happening? Viixen has been wilding. You know what I'm saying? Loso has been doing his thing. You know what I mean? He had a good battle versus what's my man's name? Man, Cali Smooth. He had a good battle versus Cali Smooth, and he did his thing versus EK. I think this will be a good battle. But Loso, if Viixen is writing now, Knowing that she had limited time to write for DNA and limited time to write for First Lady Flames, if she's writing now and this battle is not even locked in, my brother, you might be in trouble. Get them bars together, player.
Yeah, I'm team ladies on this one, and I'm very confident. Viixen, I don't see her hesitating. I don't see her having a hard time with Loso. Not, he's a friend to the show. We love you, Loso, but this is give it up for the ladies time. So this was also supposed to be on Kings vs. Queens, the first one.
He dodged a bullet. Dodged a bullet. Loso dodged a bullet.
Oh, I thought you said she. I was about to say, she dodged a bullet and then smoked DNA. Is that what you're trying to say?
No, I said he. Loso dodged the bullet.
Oh, okay.
Let's make it clear.
You right. He dodged the bullet, but he bullets ain't got no name, and she gonna be spraying. She gonna unload the clip on his ass, and he gonna take a few of them. Whoa. He gonna take a few shots.
Unload the clip.
He gonna take a few shots. Viixen's pen is crazy, y'all, and her aggression. And she gonna get real creative with this shit. I see her trying something new. She gonna be in her bag. And she not just gonna go with the same Christian angles. She gonna do something different with it. She gonna do something different with it. Huh?
No, we just singing. you cooking, and I'm agreeing with everything you're saying. I'm like, Yeah, I'm not gonna front, man. Loso's my man. That's my man, 100 grams, my friend. He's in trouble. All right, Viixen is very, very, very aggressive. A well-rested Viixen. That's a scary sight. She has a ton of creativity. And last time Loso battled a female, I just want to let you know something, Loso. Viixen ain't Farrah and Shuni, all right? Viixen ain't gonna tap into her phone and read her bars in the middle of the round, all right?
Viixen in the cut. That's a scary sight. She a real killer, says Ty. Oh my God.
She is. She really
Mad
is.
Link still says Loso 2-1. Loso, you gotta support in Mad Links, brother. Talk, Fran, says Ty. No one has stepped in front of Loso Loke.
Just throw some holy water on Viixen. Oh, brother.
What? That'd be funny if one of them
horrible
did that to somebody.
Throw a whole bucket on them.
Why do you have to be so upset at the Christians doing all these battle rap gun bar stuff when everybody leaves away from battles alive as fuck?
That's not what Jesus would do. Jesus would not be unloading the clip and pistol whipping motherfuckers.
That we know of.
Praying for you and forgiving you. He would ask his heavenly Father to forgive your sins.
I seen Mel Gibson. Jesus was getting busy.
He did not die.
That movie with Mel Gibson, was Jesus not getting busy on him? Like, what we talking about?
Jesus was flipping some tables in that temple, but he didn't unload the clip on folks. Okay,
he was shaking the table.
He shook many tables, but he did not do all of this.
Jesus got powers. That man don't need weapons. Talk.
Huh? What?
Miss Target says Jesus got powers. He don't need weapons. Ozzy says Loso gonna talk about that fupa. Hey, listen, man. Some guys like that fupa, man. Take it easy, brother.
Get out that bag, bro.
All right, let me get out that bag. Loso's an underrated angler.
What they call it? It's just a head cushion. That's all it is.
That shit delicious. What you talking about? Vlad's like, can we move on?
Put your head down when you do a little something.
CC, Vlad wants us to move. Vlad wants us to proceed. Let's proceed.
Loso's an underrated angler. He can pull this off.
You just call fupa a kangaroo pouch? Oh, I'm out of here. This show's over.
You brought us here.
It's just a head cushion.
Oh, man.
Jesus pistol whipping people is hilarious.
I'm saying tragic. He's like out here pistol whipping folks.
I can't be selling out here. 30 clip. The long jaw.
You will repent for your sins.
Repent.
That's my man John. He gonna hit you with the long jaw. Who's gonna take me to the west side of the synagogue? Oh man.
Oh no.
Out here selling on the strip. I'm gonna hit him with the long john. John the Baptist, what I Baptist. Oh my God, yeah.
Oh man.
Sean Kemp style.
Oh man.
Oh man.
Oh God,
I'm ready.
Oh,
I'm ready, man.
God.
That's sort of time we have for today, man. LTBR Daily, Monday
man.
through Thursday, 10:30 a.m. to 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Liverpool.
Oh man, what a Christmas Eve, man. Merry Christmas Eve
Oh,
to
you
y'all.
guys are strip. Oh man. Yo, man, if y'all celebrating, merry to all of you. Have a safe and happy holidays. You know what I'm saying, man? Spread love. Holla at people, you know what I'm saying? Call them, let them know that you love them and all that. Like, this is a time to, you know, if you had anything going on with your family or your friends, you know what I'm saying? Man, you want to get it together genuinely, go ahead and do that. You know what I mean? But we will see you guys bright and early on Monday at 10:30 a.m. Yo, subscribe to our YouTube if you missed any of this. Subscribe on Apple Podcasts and Spotify if you missed any of this. And man, continue to support by showing up like y'all do every day. We truly do appreciate it. You guys have been an amazing gift to us this entire year, man. So we thank y'all, and we will see you guys on Monday. Peace.
Love y'all.
Thank you, Tata. Thank you. Merry Christmas, cuz.
All right, we off here, man. Good work, y'all.
Hey.